Welcome to your classic Gothic haul. Oh, let's get started. So I got my paws on some pretty pricey things, okay? But I think they're really, really pretty. I've already looked at them and I'm excited to show you. So I shopped at the shop Blackened Teeth. I don't know why it makes me want to check my lipstick and make sure there's nothing on my teeth. I did it 10 million times. We don't want actual, I searched them and like a whole bunch of people with like black teeth came up. It's very disturbing. That's not what they do. Anyway, what they have are Gothic decor items. I'd say mostly wall pieces. But the thing that drew me to their shop, and I've actually seen their shop ages ago, however long that is, was their skeleton lamp. I've seen like their full-size like floor skeleton lamp and then their table one, and I was quite tempted. She's like close to like $400 or something like that, but it's pretty cool. But I finally, because she's so distracting right now. Maybe the idea of just one cat is a good idea. Maybe, yeah, one certain kind of cat. Anyway, I'm distracted because also there's just stuff everywhere. We are up to all the Gothic goods. We are going to be doing, I want to hesitate to say, do I want to hesitate to say renovation? Because it's not really renovation. I've learned that recently. We're not knocking out walls, but we are revamping, especially this floor. I've got a number of things. I won't rattle them all off. I even like redecorated here. Maybe we'll like get into detail in a future video or a vlog or whatever. If you're on my Mercari, you would see I have listed a handful of things, and we're not going to get into it, but I'm just clearing up the space and creating a whole new vibe. And over here is a whole other vibe. That's going to be another video. I'm really, really excited to show you, but we're making it a lot more Gothic, a lot more dark. And what I wanted to get my hands on, especially for over here, and when you see, basically we got a lot of new furniture and it looks cooler, but we need stuff up on the walls. Not just those walls. I have a lot of plans. Every wall I want covered with things that are cool. And when I revisited this shop, there were just a number, like I could have bought everything, but I bought 6 things. So let's get into it. What did I get? And I've already looked at them, but I don't remember. Oh, well, we're starting with the mirror. I think I have 2 mirrors. We're both not really, let's look at ourselves in the mirror kind of people, but I personally find mirrors very Gothic Victorian, and I feel like they don't necessarily, here's the first one, I'm just unwrapping it so you can get the shape. I don't feel like they necessarily need to be in a space for you to look at them. I like the reflectiveness nature that they give. So the first one I have is this. I will link everything down below. We're going to go with Odetta Gothic Cathedral Mirror. I love a good Gothic arch, if you will. I would like a bunch everywhere in different shapes and sizes, but this is meant to go on the wall. It's got a little hook right there. And she is quite small and narrow, so we might get some bigger ones, but really cool. And you'll notice that we are going for a certain color palette, you know what I'm saying? I do want to do, I mean, we will have a lot of black, you know, I love the black. So this is going to go basically on a wall mural collage situation. I mean, the whole house is going to be covered, but it's going to take a lot of time. And I really like that because it's very, kind of curated. It's just all the things that you like, or I like, I should say. Anyway, you're picking up my whole mess here. I got stuff all over the place, but she's really cool. She's a classic mirror. So this is going to be up with a whole bunch of other things, and we'll dive into that when we get to, I got more things coming in. This is all just Blackened Teeth. Yeah. All right. We'll just get the mirrors out of the way. It's not out of the way. Oh, I know what I was going to say. I wanted to show you, for those of you who like see the community posts, because YouTube doesn't really seem to always put that out there. The second photo that I posted was a little snapshot of the tape on the box, which I feel like it's mostly pretty eco-friendly. You can't, I mean, I don't know if that's like part of their policy, but it's hard to not do some bubble wrap because these are all very fragile. But let me show you the tape without showing you anything else. Anyway, she's a pretty large size box, but I thought the tape was really cool. So it has the brand, the Blackened Teeth right here. But at least one of you picked up that it says Gothic home decor, embellishing the macabre, fragile. We got little bones. Anyway, I thought made by artisans. I thought that was really cool. So anyway, what I was going to say is you'll notice like a certain color palette, which we've pretty well gone with. I don't want to do black on black on black. We'll get into a lot of when we go to put all of this up over there. But there's going to be, I want to have more of a mixed metal approach, which is kind of sort of what we've already done with having the like brassy. Would you say there's less gold? I guess there's a little bit of gold. More of a brassy bronze situation. I'm more of a silver girl, but I like a mixed metal look. And then a lot of black and cream. So you'll see the attempt is not just to like pick out things that I like, but to have a good balance of those colors. So I think this is the last mirror. Vesper Gothic window mirror is this one. And I can't speak to every one of their pieces. I don't read all the measurements of things. You all know this, but they are of the smaller size, or like medium to small. So just so you have an idea, here is, well, I wanted to see if it, like you could see a little better. It's a little tough to show. Black things. Does that shape have a word to it? I feel like it probably does. It's very, it epitomizes, I feel like, the Victorian vibe or the shapes that you would see. And I like this shape here. This, just like the other mirror, does peel, just so you know. It doesn't stay like that. So a nice like rounded shape too. So I like having a good balance where not everything is like square or rectangular, but we're gonna get some different shapes, circular, oval, all the things. And then we have the hook right there. I feel like we haven't done a classic haul in quite a while, and she's a hefty one, okay? But I'm all about picking the next piece. We're getting to my favorites. I was gonna say I'm all about supporting artisans who do the work to make really good things that I honestly don't see a lot of comparable Gothic pieces that you can put on your wall. If you know any good shops, please let a girl know. And if you know any good shops for art prints that are not AI created, let me know. I would love to support some artists. I'm trying to mix it up. We have some art prints coming our way too of an artist that I've purchased a couple from, but now I'm like really getting a bit more. Hold on, what are we doing next? What is this one? Let's do this one. The Horace Baroque, what? Eye wall plaque? Okay. And for this one, if you do like it, so here it is. We're now bringing in, what did you say? I never get it right. Brass would be this color. Bronze. Bronzy colors. We're now getting into like exploring other colors, and I like, we got the black base, so, you know, just like it can pull it in with, I don't know what I'm saying. It's gonna look cool. And the way we place things when we go to do it, here, let me just yap away. We'll, you know, make sure there's not all brass or gold all in one section, but I like that there's a black base to it. It just all pulls together, so. And I thought the eye was really cool and creepy, because that's what we're going for. So this one's just one solid piece, a smaller size. We have our little hook right there. That's going to be cool. And then I think we have 3 more pieces, right? Yeah, because we got 6 total. I'm going to save my favorite 2. Are these my favorite? Yeah. For last. And I'm not going to lie, I'm mildly tempted to buy some more. Okay. Really like them. They just came out with some new items too. So it seems like they regularly add to their collection. And oh, and the other thing I want to say is if you like a lot of the pieces, almost all of them, like this one here, come in various colors. So if you don't want an all black situation, check and see. They might have other options. It does make, like this one here, comes in, I think, 3 options. Oh yeah, this one does read more. Okay. And I think this one came in like all black, bronze, and silver. Yeah. And it is, I think she's obvious, one of my favorite creatures ever. There is a, we might be bringing some stuff that was going to go somewhere else. We'll cover it when we do the actual vlog and putting stuff up, but we got to show you that furniture. That'll be coming out next. But I liked this piece. I saw some people, I personally like looking at photos other people take, because this shop takes some really nice photos that really show off the piece, but to see what the actual color looks like in somebody's home. And I feel like they were pretty spot on. So I guess that says something about the photos that the shop took. But anyway, we went with a bronze color on this bat, but I like this one because obviously it's a bat and I can represent it, but I saw it, I think it was in their photo, and it was like just above. It's a good filler piece is what I want to say. I want to have a lot of pieces like that. We'll get into it. And if you have a mural yourself, especially in a Gothic vibe, I'd love to know what cool things you put up. I have a lot of ideas. We will discuss, okay? We will save that for another time, hopefully in the nearest future. So now we're getting to my last 2 probably favorite pieces. And one of them I ended up loving even more than I thought. This one is hefty. Here, I'll show you the base first. And this one, I think also came in a couple variations. This one's like ossuary, what is the whole thing called? Ossuary, skull, corbel we're going with. But here's the base. This is not all of it. I want to show you the base because what I do appreciate, I don't know what these are made out of. I'm sure it says on the website because they were quite detailed in their description. She is a heavy mother trucker, okay? So I'm a little nervous to hang it up. It does have these 2 hooks right here. And that is just the bottom. And I love the aging work that they did. So let me show you what goes on it. Here is the top piece. Let me put it in and then I can give you, whoa, that's what she said. Okay. It just sits in the front, right? One comment I will make if you do get this is just know, and I think it's going to be perfectly fine. It doesn't screw into it. It just sets in the hole here. So you got that hole and you got this little piece right there. It is solid metal and it just kind of sits on the ledge. So it's not going to be up against the wall. There might be a touch of spacing, but really cool. So it is obviously a skull on top of 2 bones. And I feel like when it comes to skulls, it really comes down to the detailed work of making it look aged and real. And I felt like they did a really good job. Because I see a lot, especially on Etsy. Oh my lordy, the amount of 3D printing. Like we were talking about that, you can do 3D printing and it's all down to the finessing and the paint job and making it not look 3D printed. I think these are resin. They don't feel like resin. I mean, I know resin has more weight, but so cool. I like how the bones kind of cross over. Here, let me just like show you. That's a little, I don't want to drop it. Even underneath there's a tension to that to give it that like bones have been sitting out for a while situation. Even underneath the skull, it's not been forgotten. We even have the teeth there. That's cool. Might have another skull headed our way from a completely different shop. Anywho, so that is the penultimate Gothic piece. And then the last one, Deathborn Ravens. I was drawn to this for a multitude of reasons. And this one, here, no, let me just take it out first and then I'll just... One of you said that you like when I keep talking, so we'll just keep with that, I guess. This, I got it pretty far back here, is I think my favorite piece. It kind of wowed me a little bit more in person, having gotten it. But there's a lot of reasons. I mean, it has the like arch cathedral Gothic vibe just in the style going on here. It literally reads like a window, but I feel like I love ravens. I mean, we have raven members. Thank you very much. But I love ravens because they also make me think of Edgar Allan Poe, and I just find ravens to be really cool. This one, so it's got a little like, I was going to call it a time turner, a hourglass in the middle. Okay, so the rest of it's just a design, and then there's a candle at the top. So let me just like hold it still so you can see. This is probably the biggest piece out of all of them that we got. So it's gonna take up, it's gonna be nice and noticeable. But this one comes in 2 versions, and I'm letting you know because if you also look at it on the website, at least as of right now, the first photo you see is going to be this one. So it comes in an all matte black one, and that's where all of this that you're seeing that's glossy would not be glossy. And I really liked the look of glossy, and what I like is that they didn't make the whole thing glossy. They left this portion matte, and then kind of the top layer, which gives it more depth. And you really have to do that with black. Otherwise it just looks too heavy, I feel like. So, and this is heavy, okay? And it's one piece, so we'll see how everything holds up, but there's the little hook at the top. And that is our final piece from Blackened Teeth. I'm so excited. I might be going back for more, and we are definitely continuing the Gothic macabre shopping. More to come in future videos. And we'll see you in the furniture one, I think. I'm excited to show you. So anyway, bye!